Welcome to another Fray video. Now, last time I did one of these, I was kinda goofing off on some horror game that was made. But this time around I wanted to go with more of the Skyrim video I did, more of that chill approach. So this is kinda gonna be World of Warcraft and chill. But as you can see, it's not World of Warcraft as it's known today. This is actually vanilla World of Warcraft. We're playing on the Elysium servers today. Right when these servers launched, I played a little bit and I enjoyed my time. It was kind of on the Christmas break and I was just chilling out, leveling up. It was a little bit of a nostalgia trip. But then I got kind of bored of it. And then just recently I thought maybe I'll give it another go. But this time, what I want to try and do is relive how I played World of Warcraft before. Now, the thing about when I played World of Warcraft before was I started during Burning Crusade, and my very first character was an orc hunter. So that's what we're gonna go with today. And we'll kinda, like, I'm not gonna try and do the exact same thing I did. I just wanna kinda explore the nostalgia and have you guys along for the ride, and we'll just kinda see where it takes us. So I think I'm just gonna try to make him look exactly how he did, if I can remember. I remember I had this top knot, because this top knot is the dopest thing ever for the orcs. I'm not sure, but I'm pretty sure this is exactly what he looked like. So I'm gonna go ahead and I'll enter the fabled name that I bestowed upon him all those years ago. So, oh well, I guess I won't. So, oh fuck. There we go, we'll go with Fray this time, because we're new and improved. This is like the 2.0 version. Now, when my family and I first moved to Canada, which I haven't really talked too much about it on here, but when we first moved here, it was toward the end of my second year in high school. Now, the equivalent of that here in Canada is grade 8. And it was probably about the last third of grade 8. And what we did was we moved into Edmonton, and my mum and dad had bought... Actually, hang on, I'm gonna set up these action bars and stuff first. Okay, so, like I said, when we first moved here, it was like the last third of grade 8. And I didn't really have any friends, and we moved straight into Edmonton, where my mum and dad rented a place. And I started off in I think it was actually a Christian school, and we're not at all a Christian family or anything. So that was a bit interesting, like seeing people pray all the time. It was very weird. It was a very weird time in my life, and very confusing to say the least. So we were there for probably 2 months, until my family, my mum and dad had bought a place in a town just outside of Devon. So not only did we make the move over to Canada, and I just began to get settled and I made a couple of friends, and then my mum and dad moved my brother and I again to Devon. However, at this point there was only about a week left in the school year. So that's not really any time to make friends. And I'm not the most outgoing person, especially not then. But I was still doing okay at making friends, so that was fine. But I didn't have anybody come summertime when grade 8 finished. So all I really had was the family computer, and one of the friends that I had made at the school in Edmonton had showed me World of Warcraft, and it was a good way to stay connected with that friend. Oh, I just got frayed boots. And yeah, I am actually still friends with him today, and really good friends actually. And it was one of the weirdest summers of my life, one of the hardest, because like I said, I didn't have any friends. It was hard to see this friend because it's not like you can drive here and there when you're 13. And 13's an awful age to move somewhere because it's like your body's going through all these awkward changes and stuff, and you hate your parents and everything's all hormonally messed up. So World of Warcraft was a fantastic escape for me. And it really does hold a bit of a special place in my heart. So when I heard Elysium were doing this vanilla server business, because there was that whole, I can't remember the name of it now, but there was that vanilla server before, but Blizzard shut it down, and then they kind of got the go ahead to open a server back up or whatever, and now we're here. So I'm pretty thankful for that, because I get to go on this little nostalgia trip, and I'm glad I can bring you all along for the ride, and we can ride this out together. Now, it's funny because when this server first came out, it was on the... I was on Christmas break or something from work. Or no, I was in school, that's what it was. And Carla was up from Calgary for break. And I thought it'd be a good idea if we could do some Couplecade videos of us just like playing World of Warcraft together. Like I would make it like a big ordeal and do like a highly edited series on it. So we fired it up, played a little bit together, and it turns out she actually hates it. She found it so boring, and I totally understand it. Especially in vanilla, it's such a grind to get to those higher levels. Like I haven't even dinged level 2 yet, I don't think. No, I haven't. So, like I get where she's coming from. It's a shame that we couldn't do videos on it, but it is what it is. We're here now, and the buzz around the servers kind of died down. However, you can see there's still people around, so like people are playing it still, which is nice, because when the server first fired up, it was tough to do anything. Like all the mobs were dead constantly. So it's kind of a nice, it's settled in, it's found its niche market. People are here hanging out, chilling. So I want to be one of those people. Because you know, it's fun playing Overwatch and Dota and stuff like that, but it gets a bit intense after a while, and a lot of the time people can take it too seriously, as I'm sure everybody knows. So playing something like this, I think, is perfect for me right now, because it's chill, and that's what I need in my life, is some chill stuff. And it's funny because since Carl and I have switched our scheduling with the Couplecade videos, I've noticed I'm enjoying my time gaming a lot more, because I'm spending a lot less time gaming, so it's more, I guess, special. So that's why I'm doing this now, I guess. That's why this is the time to do it. Not that anybody asked me that, but if you were wondering, now you know. So the other thing here is I'm not sure how to frame the videos. Like, am I just gonna do longer let's plays, or am I just gonna cut between chunks of leveling whenever I feel like it? Who knows? I'm just gonna try it out and play it, because on Couplecade here, although we've been around over a year, we're still trying to find out like what we're really doing. Because it doesn't feel like we've been doing this kind of thing for a year. It still feels really new. And we haven't totally settled into what it is that we love doing necessarily with the channel. Because there's so many different things you can do with a YouTube channel. So we're just finding our way. We're like a stumbling, dumb little baby fumbling around. You know how dumb babies are. They have no motor skills whatsoever. So that's the Couplecade channel right now. And also, we've had a pretty big spike in our views and subscribers lately, and it's all from our Layers of Fear videos. I guess what happened was Layers of Fear went free on like the Xbox Live Gold subscription. So there was a bunch of people that were like trying to solve this one puzzle in the game, and we just so happened to have a video that was titled like the solution to the puzzle. So to all those people that found us through that and you're now subscribed to the channel, welcome and thanks for subscribing. was pretty crazy seeing that big spike like that, so thank you for that. So yeah, I mean, obviously not all the videos are gonna be just the two of us together. Like, there's a lot of stuff we want to do on our own as well, and we've already done some of that kind of stuff on the channel. So this is just another part of that, I guess. Like, right now, I'm feeling like I'm really enjoying doing this, so I hope that reflects in my commentary, and I hope you guys take that on and actually enjoy this in some way. So, yeah. I'm gonna kill some scorpids, I guess. It's been so long since I've been here, playing an orc hunter, no less. Like, it's kind of surreal actually seeing how it used to look, especially at like on a higher end computer now. Like, before, this was on the old family desktop that was bogged down by a bunch of emails and PDFs and God knows what. So this is nice. It's a nice change. It's funny because back when I did first play this game, I was so clueless. The friend that I did play with, a lot of the time, he was always like 3 steps ahead of me. So when I had started playing, he was already had like a few characters already made. And even when he'd make a character with me and level with me, he still played so much more than I did that he'd always get further ahead in the end. So I was constantly playing catch up, and I guess it quite often felt like I didn't really know what I was doing, so everything took way longer. Like, just questing as a whole, playing the game, the ins and outs. And that's the thing about it now, is I still have no idea what I'm doing. I was never really in a guild. I don't even think I ever did a raid. I barely did any dungeons. A lot of it was just me exploring the world, but I didn't mind that at all because I loved exploring and just seeing everything and taking it all in and like really feeling the music and just being immersed in the world. Now, I don't know if you want to get all psychologist and say that was probably because I didn't have any friends that summer and I didn't know what I was doing, but I look back at that time fondly rather than, you know, thinking it was a negative and bad time. Like, I understand now that it was oh, I'm pressing buttons. That it was not the easiest time for me. But, it's just, I don't know. It's just nice, you know? Nostalgia is a wonderful feeling. And I'm glad I get to experience it again. I know Carla and I made a vlog a while ago now about the changes that were coming to the channel, where we would release less and hopefully release things that were more involved. And so far I think we've done a decent job of that. I mean, we've just finished up those DeviantArt videos and they seem to be doing well. And I mean well as in people have enjoyed them. The people that have watched them, not necessarily like, oh, they're gonna be viral videos one day, because they certainly won't be, because you can't really market that. It's such a niche thing already. It's not like we're trying to play the most hip and happening game. And I think for a while we kinda, it's like I was mentioning earlier, it's part of what we struggle with, like what we want to do with the channel. Do we want to like constantly be looking for the newest, most hip and happening game, or do we just want to play what we enjoy, make videos about what we enjoy, and just hopefully organically gain viewers that way? And right now, my mindset is that we're constantly going to be changing in that regard. Like, there will be games that come along that we get hyped about and that we do want to play and that we know will be good and will be a good fit for the channel, and we'll play them. And typically what that means is that it's going to be probably indie dev games, because a lot of the AAA games I find I get disappointed with. And is he gonna take that one? No, I'm gonna take it. Yeah, with a lot of newer AAA games, I find they're often disappointing. They get so much hype in the beginning and then it just falls off when it comes out because they find out that like, oh, these guys rushed the absolute shit out of this game and it's awful. Whereas with games that are developed by indies, they take a long time to come out. They're done by few people and they're always like passion projects. And it always shows through. Like when you see the finished product, you can tell that like somebody's heart and soul went into it. And that's not to say that AAA games that there's no good ones that come out, because like just recently Horizon Zero Dawn came out to great critical success as well as Breath of the Wild, so it still can be done. Oh, where am I getting hit from? Oh, there we go. But that's the thing with Nintendo, like they often miss the mark on what they think people want, but they take their time. They don't rush things. There was, I don't know when I'm gonna be releasing this, but there's recently been a big hullabaloo about Mass Effect Andromeda and all the bad animations that are popping up in that game. Now, as far as I'm aware, it's made by BioWare Montreal, which haven't really tackled a project as big as that before. Oh shit, I might die here actually, unless I do this. See, I'm too busy talking and I'm not worried about my health here. But anyway, they haven't really tackled projects as big as that before, so it's going to be interesting to see how it's going to turn out. I really want that game to be a hit, because I love Mass Effect. The Mass Effect series were 3 of my favorite games, and they always will be, like, amazing. And I remember when they did come out, or sorry, when the third one came out, it kind of got crapped on for like bad writing or something, and I really didn't see it. Like I loved the ending to that game. I know there was different outcomes based on what you did, but like I thought it was awesome, and I didn't see a problem with it. But now it's like people are so demanding and entitled that whenever anything doesn't quite go the way they want it, then it's like they have to change it. And that's just not, I don't think that's right. I don't think that's fair to anybody. Now, I think what I'm gonna do here is I'll finish up that Scorpid Tail quest, and then maybe I'll call it a day on this episode. Now what I might do is I might not necessarily continue on right from where the end of this episode will be. I might play a little bit here and there and then like record another one just at any given point. And now I'm not saying I'm gonna jump from level 3 to level 60, but like there might be like the odd little gap here and there just because I might run out of gas about what I'm talking about. That's the other thing too. This is kind of a nice experience, just kind of hosting a video on my own, because when it's Couplecade, you got someone to bounce ideas off of and kind of riff off of, and it makes the whole video commentary stuff a little bit easier. And that was the whole thing off the bat. Like I didn't want to do a channel completely on my own because I don't feel like I could be a solo Let's Player. Because there's only so much you can talk about before you get to the point where you're like, ah, geez, look, oh, that scorpion made some dumb sounds, oh, geez. Like, there's a million people like that on YouTube. What I want to do with these kind of videos is just like talk about stuff, life stuff, mostly, and just hang out. I want this to be like a hangout space. Because I'm sure there's a lot of people in the position that I was when I was like in grade school, first moving to Canada, and I felt like I didn't really have anybody. I want to make content that's for people like that just kind of need a bit of comfort and need kind of someone to hang out with, you know? I think that's a cool idea, and that's kind of what I wanted from the channel off the bat. I want it to be like people you can hang out with, and I think Carla feels the exact same way. So it's a nice mix, and I think that's why our dynamic works so well. So it's all good vibes around here. There's enough crappy stuff going on out there that you don't need more of that. So I want this to be just the most chill thing you could have. Oh look, there's a troll. Let's say hello. 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 Bye bye. That was the other cool thing about this game. Like, more often than not, people just want to like talk and hang out and interact. Like, the community is always so nice. You play MOBAs or you play shooters, everybody's so volatile and toxic all the time because the games are more intense, which is fair, I guess. It's more competitive. There's nothing competitive about this. It's just like, I'm just killing some scorpions and stuff and hanging out with orcs and trolls. So it's awesome. I'm digging it. I don't know. I think this is gonna be a fun little series of videos. So I'm gonna keep her going, make some more, see where we're at, see what people like, and hopefully hang out some more. So if you've enjoyed the video, don't be afraid to leave a little like down below. Comment, let me know your thoughts. I want to know if any of you guys have experiences with World of Warcraft and what you took away from it, if you still play it, so on and so forth. So I'll see you on the next one. Also, this dude is called Papa John's, so that's fun. Goodbye for now.